Have you ever heard of somebody who abducts little boys?
Room below's got some horrible smells.
We don't want to go in there. What are you doing?
Complimentary room service. Here is that.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newly Deads. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. This is a half-hour chat show where we talk about a movie that we watched. If this is not your first time, welcome back. We appreciate you joining us each week. This is a visual show, so you can sometimes listen to us also on Spotify. So if you're listening to this, or if this is your first time watching and you want to find more information about us and what the heck we're doing here, you can go to our website, which is thenewlydeads.com, for all of your Newly Deads needs. On that site, you'll find information about this show, about different places that you can find it. You can also find information about the other things that we do. We do a lot of snack video reviews. Mr. Newly Dead does unboxing videos. Occasionally he does blog posts for different movies and things that you've reviewed, mostly. Yeah. And sometimes, occasionally, since we do art, we also have events and things that we are part of. And so you can find that information all on that website, along with a little bio about us. Yes, Mr. Newly Dead.
Which, speaking of which, officially it was announced that we are a vendor at the Witches Market this year for 2026.
Yay!
So that has been announced and has been put up on our pages. So
yeah.
There you go.
Yep. So we'll be joining a ton of vendors. Usually they have 150 plus, sometimes 170. So if you want to come find out us or find us at the Witches Market, it is in the first Saturday of October, and it is located at the Boone County Fairgrounds in Belvidere, Illinois. That is in northern Illinois, right near the border of Wisconsin and kind of like, close to Chicago. So if you're in that neck of the woods and you want to come check it out, it's a really cool event. Like he said, 150 plus vendors. They're all witchy themed and artists, and there's healers and psychics and people who do tarot, and it's a fun event that they do on an annual basis. So we highly recommend that you come and check us out, and you can come say hi to us and give Joel a hug because he likes hugs. Hugs.
And puppies.
And puppies. But that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about a movie that we've watched. This is a movie that I'm the one that had this 4-film pack disc.
You bought this many, many moons ago.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I even got it. I think this is the one that has dog chews on it. So I've had it for a hot minute. I'm pretty sure one of my dogs got a hold of it at one point. But everything's fine. There's just a couple of little shoes in it.
Gives it character.
Yes. But this week we watched a movie called Boy Eats Girl. And it comes in a 4-film pack with Drive-Thru, Creep, and Tamara. It was a fun little find that I found. Like I said, I don't even remember where I got it. So usually we like to throw up there where we purchase things. So if you want to come check it out, or look at some of the stores and stuff that we frequent, that's usually why we like to throw that up there. But I don't know where this came from. So sorry about that. But Boy Eats Girl. So I'm going to read the synopsis and then we'll get right into that, I guess. In Boy Eats Girl, the horror of school takes on a whole new meaning. Forget about the threat of the classroom bully, the anxiety of the rugby field, or even the dread of being spurned by the girl you fancy. When your schoolmates develop a taste for human flesh, it pays to know who your friends are and what they've been eating. Yeah. This was an interesting film, so I'm sure we'll have lots of thoughts on it.
I got thoughts.
You got
I
lots
also
of thoughts.
realized that Bailey just got a drink of water, so my knees are now wet.
Gross. Bailey is our Shih Tzu here that likes to sit on Joel's lap. We also have a dog named Shaggy that sometimes pops up, but we've switched our view of the show, so you can't really see him as much. And right now he's just laying on the floor like a log. Good dogs. But anyways, so we're gonna watch this trailer, the Boy Eats Girl trailer. Every single time we do one of these, if you've watched this before, you'll understand exactly what we're talking about. But usually Mr. Newly Dead likes to throw a little car or trailer or truck, or sometimes I make him do something that's flying or sea worthy or whatever, to just kind of do an intro to the trailer that's coming up. Let's do can you do like a Mini Cooper or something like that? Because I feel like there was this movie takes place in, and can I say just it takes place in Ireland?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can say
So
that, sure.
it's an Irish film. And so yeah, let's just do something that's, I don't know, an Irish car.
Filmed in the Isle of
I know
Man,
a Mini Cooper is like, from the
UK,
whole
English.
UK or whatever, but I feel like somebody was driving a Mini Cooper at one point, or it's just some sort of like small
Something
car.
similar to that. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure because they wrecked it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Boy Eats Girl, we're going to watch the trailer and we will come back and we will discuss the movie. So, we'll be right back.
See you, Nathan.
See you, Jess. You have something really important to tell her.
I don't mess this up. Try not to appear too desperate. Might put her off.
I'm going now.
A book of pagan trickery has gone missing from my crypt. Missionaries in distant places were brought back from the dead.
Oh, thank God.
The book was damaged. Those who were resurrected eat the living flesh of others.
How are you feeling, by the way? Nauseous? Headaches, maybe?
No, I'm just really hungry, that's all. It's infectious. Jeez, that was violence. He doesn't deserve you, Jess.
Remember that giant teddy bear you got on Valentine's Day? The one you thought Danny Herbert gave you, which is why you had sex with him that time. That was for me.
Do you think they've gone?
I don't know. Why don't you stick your head out and see?
And we're back. I know you missed us, but I'm sure you enjoyed that trailer that Mr. Newly Dead put together for us. And he's got something in his hand, which means that he's got some notes.
So whenever we watch a film, I will take notes digitally and then I will print them out. And then at the end of the year, Mr. Newly Dead will take all of the digital notes, slap them into a flip book, throw them up on the website, and you can check them out at the aforementioned location. 2023, 2024, and 2025 are all available right now.
Finally got my crap together.
You got Poop in a Group. Head on over, check it out. You can go see what is on these sheets of paper, drawings, notes, things that are in the back of my mind, suggestions for movies, things that we're watching, where they're from. So if you would like to check them out, you can go there and flip through and, your evening is sorted. So Mrs. Newly Dead also is taking notes, and she last year was at 100%. This year she is also at 100%, although she started out with a big giant art pad, and now she is using,
A digital notebook.
she's got an iPad.
Yay.
So she has gotten back up into the world of digital, which doesn't probably mean that her notes will be on the site, but if enough of you
never know.
Raise your fists and complain, then maybe she'll throw them up there at the end of the year. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, if I continue this method, it'll be a lot easier, but well, yeah, we'll see.
So at this point, I'm going to show her my notes because I only drew one thing. There's a little light underneath the helmet, so there's like a little light like shining up on the face, but I didn't color it in, so you can't maybe see it.
Oh,
Because
sure. It's an astronaut.
Yeah,
That's funny.
he's kooky.
Boy, he's got a long neck.
Yep, that's why he's an astronaut. He's kooky. But yeah, there's a little light down there. You can't really see it.
Yeah. And I also drew a little drawing.
You drew a zombie.
I did draw a zombie.
Look at you with the box art and
I
all
know,
that.
you
got
like that?
Fancy.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, having my little iPad, I can put like the cover art on here, do some like little stickers and fun stuff. And so we'll see. Maybe I will continue this.
She is the queen of notes, and mine are just, scribbles from a madman. So, Boy Eats Girl is from 2005. I was actually, this has been on my list to watch for a while, so I was kind of excited that we finally got a chance to see it. Currently sitting at 4.9 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database, our home away from home. This is directed by Stephen Bradley, who is known for Fran the Man. Don't know what that is. Noble, which sounds like a movie about a dog, but I don't know. Chasing the Lions, which sounds like a movie about a dog. And Sweetie Barrett, which all these movies do not sound like horror films, so who knows? This was written by Derek Landy, who is known for Dead Bodies, which does sound like a horror film. They did some Doctor Who podcast episodes, or at least one of them that I know of for sure, possibly more. And one other podcast they had on their thing, but I didn't put it up here because there's no like show art for it. So if there's no show art, I usually won't talk about it. This stars one Samantha Mumba, who you may recognize, well, I recognize from 2002's The Time Machine, which starred Guy Pearce, which was actually a pretty decent retelling of the H.G. Wells story. She was also in Spin the Bottle, not to be confused with the song by Juliana Hatfield. A film called Nailed. And Home from 2016, which I believe is a horror movie that I remember the show or like the poster for. Never seen it though, I don't think. It's also the name of the greatest episode of The X-Files, the original run of the series. If you've not ever watched the show, watch that one and you will be scarred for life. This also stars David Leon, who was in Guy Ritchie's Rock and Rolla. He was also in These Foolish Things. Love Me Still, which sounds like a Beatles knockoff.
Yeah.
And a movie called Bliss with an exclamation point that is also one that I've seen a lot about, but I've never actually seen it. This also stars Doreen Q, who was in 320 episodes of Coronation Street, which is quite possibly the longest running show in history. I think it's up to like 1,800 episodes or something like that. It's, it's an English like soap opera kind of thing. Yep. She was also in the Honeymooners reboot movie. She was in something called Cross My Heart, all one word. And Blue Money, which I don't know where you get blue money, but it's probably counterfeit. And finally, I saved the weirdest for last. We also have Domhnall Gleeson, who you may recognize most recently from the Office spinoff, The Paper.
Yep.
He plays the lead character in that show. He was also in, I just drew a blank on the director's name. He's a pretty decent director right now, but Ex Machina, which was
really good.
He was co-starred with what's his name? Moon Knight and a bunch of other great movies.
Yep. That guy.
Oh, I forgot his name. I can't believe it. I can like see his face and I can call it. And the girl that was in it too, I forgot her name also. Man, I'm just dropping the ball. He was also in Frank, which is a movie about a real performer, musician, who wore a paper mache head and played music, and it's a fun movie. The Patient. He was also in Mother! Exclamation point, which was another Darren Aronofsky thing. I hated that movie.
Oscar Isaac.
Thank you. He was also in Dredd, the best of the Judge Dredd movies so far. And he played Bill Weasley in the Harry Potter franchise. He's a redheaded Weasley.
He is a redheaded.
I mean, they're all redheads, but his character is pretty minor in this movie. But, if you're looking for a guy, he immediately draws your attention. Like, you're like, I know that guy. So anyway, at this point, my wife turns to me and she says,
what did you think?
So let's get into this one. Now, let's start off by saying that both Mrs. Knew the Dead and myself are zombie fans. For me, pound for pound, zombies are your best horror value. They're probably the most used monster at this point in horror. They've gotten to the point where they've become almost oversaturated in the market, but in 2005, they were still climbing towards that. But the Walking Dead really brought them into the zeitgeist. So the movie starts out, it's got a lot of needle drops. It feels like a movie from somewhere between 1995, maybe 2000 at the latest. But it was 2005. So I guess they were either filmed it earlier and released it later, or
Yeah.
they just really liked early 90s rom-com things.
Yeah. It felt very much like American Pie.
Right. Or like 10 Things I Hate About You,
Yeah.
or She's All That. Like something in that vein with the way the music cued.
I thought it was a little more raunchy, so that's why I said American Pie, because it was like, a
Definitely
lot of
raunchy.
slut shaming and stuff like that. And yeah. Just side note, he played Bill Weasley.
What'd I say?
You just
said
said he
Bill.
was a Weasley.
Oh, I wrote Bill Weasley. I thought I said
You
that.
just
Maybe
said
I
he
didn't.
was a Weasley.
He was a Weasley, but he was Bill. Yes, that's correct. I have that actually written down.
He played Bill.
That most of the kids in this are horrible people. They all look like they're in their 30s, so it looks like an episode of Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, that's funny that you said that. I hated all. I wrote down like the acting was good because I hated all the characters, and I believe that was the point.
I think the only characters that you really liked were the two friends were kind of raunchy, but at least the one kind of doofy guy was a little bit kind
Yeah.
of, you know,
I liked that guy.
he was kind of the comic relief, but you kind of felt like he was just along for the ride.
Right.
But the main girl, you know, the Samantha Mumba character was pretty okay for the most part, but even the lead guy was kind of a jerk. So there's some themes in this that are a little bit questionable. There's some SA, there's also some suicidal ideations, and an accidental death that looks like that he took his own life. He didn't. It was an accident, but
He was thinking about it.
he was definitely thinking about it. And then his mother goes to the church, gets an artifact of an old book that is a bunch of voodoo rituals, supposedly. Looked more like witchcraft kind of. They were trying to
It
make
was
it
supposed to
look
be like
more
pagan
like that.
stuff.
Yeah. It was all kind of like,
I
okay.
hate when people stigmatize paganism and all that kind of thing because it's not like that.
Imagine like a budget Necronomicon.
Yeah, it was weird fast.
Yes.
Yeah, like he died and then it was just like
She immediately brought him back.
doing spells,
Right?
crazy stuff.
Which
and
he
it was
just
just like
happened.
flash, and then all of a sudden he's like alive again.
He's like, hey, Mom, I'm really thirsty.
I'm tired. I have a hangover.
But she like found the book like right before that because she worked for the church or something.
Yeah.
And just happened to find it. So it all worked out really, really synced up real nicely. And then once he comes back, of course, chaos ensues because, of course, eventually he wants to eat flesh, and that leads into a minor zombie incident. The priest that runs the church has a really weird mouth and is kind of creepy. Like,
Yes, I would agree.
he was probably scarier than the zombies, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Although he became a zombie.
he did.
I don't know in 2005 what the state of Ireland was in terms of allowing cigarettes in public places, but these kids were smoking in school. And now I get, smoking in the bathroom. There's a whole song about it. But what I don't get is that they're at the school dance in the school building, the gymnasium, and they're smoking while they're drinking their punch and dancing. And I'm like,
Yeah,
is this like 1968? Like, I don't
right.
think this is a thing.
It's a different country. I'm sure they have different customs.
I don't know if anybody's watching this from Ireland and was a high school student in 2005 or worked at a school, and you can tell us whether or not that's accurate. I
Let
just
us
feel like
know.
that's, yeah. Also, the zombies in this are runners, so that is something that makes them always a little bit more terrifying.
Yeah, I agree.
The whole thing ramps up from 0 to 60 in a matter of
2 seconds.
2 seconds. It really doesn't break any new ground in terms of like the storytelling. It was made 1 year after Shaun of the Dead, so I felt like they were kind of borrowing heavily from that.
Yep. I started putting definitely seems like American Pie turns zombie. I was going to say Shaun of the Dead. And then I was like, I don't want to.
Besmirch it.
Because I love Shaun of the Dead so much. And Shaun of the Dead is funnier than this movie. So I just didn't want anybody coming into this thinking that it is that caliber of zombie. Because, that movie's just so perfect.
This
in
is
my mind.
the worst zombie film I've ever seen, but it's also not the best.
Yeah. I said it was kind of mid.
It was very much kind of in that middle ground.
Yeah.
They borrowed from Brain Dead because there's a scene where all the zombies are going to get the main girl, and she has like a some sort of a like a heavy loader kind of thing that's got a digger thing on the front.
Yeah,
of it,
it's like a
it grinds up
right.
dirt or something.
What do you call it? Yeah, it's like that, or like a wood chippery kind of like attachment on the front of it. It's like a machine that you use to like grind up things while you're doing landscaping.
And it's in such a way that it can like turn sideways, and she like turns it sideways and uses it almost like a wood chipper. And then it kind of turns into this kind of over the top kind of.
She just mows down all of the, yeah. It's
So-
like probably a brush, to clear out brush.
Oh.
Like, kind of a thing. Yeah.
If you've ever seen Brain Dead, you know the lawnmower scene at the end. It's very reminiscent of that.
Like
but
a
lot
giant
less blood.
lawnmower, but yeah.
This movie had a hell of a lot of pacing issues.
Yes.
Uh,
Yep. I agree.
like the editing was just like at 1 minute it's like 90 miles an hour, and then it's like braking down to like 5 miles an hour, and then it makes a left turn, and then it's just like it was hard to like.
Yeah. I said it seemed a little bit rushed.
Yeah, like you get going and there's this big buildup, and then all this stuff happens and it's over.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
I kind of like low key hate the fact that they did find a cure to the zombieism.
That was one thing where everybody's always trying to find a new hook to their horror film.
Yeah.
And
I'm guessing here, maybe I missed this when I was watching it, but I'm kind of guessing that the reason that they did, so they found this snake, and like the snake bit this guy,
the priest.
and then he turned back to normal, and so they're like, oh, that's that's how you become a normal human again, is the snake.
The snake.
And I'm wondering, because she was missing a page when she was doing her ritual and stuff like that to bring him back. So I'm wondering if like she was supposed to include some sort of snake venom or snake something and that's the page she's missing. And like maybe that's why it kind of completes the entire ritual or something like that. They don't really say, do they?
No, they never clarify.
He just, she just accidentally, or he got accidentally bit by the snake. And
I mean, the only thing that kind of makes me wonder if this snake is some sort of talisman or religious object or something is because the snake is with all the other like artifacts.
yeah.
And
That's
it's
why I
just
think-
hanging out there.
That's why I think she like must have, like you're supposed to have the venom of a snake or something. And like, yeah, but it's silly.
It was like a black mamba or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was white. It wasn't black. It was like black and white stripes.
But she takes it to go save her son. Meanwhile, all the other people that are turned are just, fodder. Like they don't matter. They're not trying to save them. They're just trying to save him. And when he tries to save some of the other people first, being kind of altruistic, I guess, the snake makes its way back up to him, which, I don't know if a snake's in a situation where it can get away. I don't think it's going to go right back into the worst part of the.
I think they threw it
situation.
up there, didn't they? They're like, here, his mom did.
Right,
She's
and
like,
then-
here's the snake.
He saw them down there, and he tried
Yeah.
to toss it down there to fix them so
Yeah.
that they would not have to light them on fire.
Right.
But then after he did that, while they're trying to, figure out the fire situation from up in the hayloft, the snake crawls back up and
Oh, right.
bites him specifically. Nobody else, just goes straight for him. So it's
Yeah.
almost like it was under like direction from her, not
Right.
literally like she's not like, go get my son.
Yeah.
But like it knew, like it was more intelligent than your average
Right.
snake.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing was that they did kind of bring it back around because the whole thing starts because of an accidental hanging and it kind of ends with a hanging as well, sort of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It felt like there was a lot they could have done with this, but it wasn't
Yeah.
the worst thing I've ever
Didn't
done.
hate it. Thought it was kind of mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. There was one favorite part that I had though, when the guy that was a jerk got his little wing chopped off.
Oh,
Chomped. Like
that guy was just a
he was a horrible human.
piece of work, man.
Yeah. So good on him for getting his wing chopped off.
Yeah.
Chomped.
Especially the underwear scene. But
Yeah.
anyway, we'll leave that
So,
for
yeah.
you, who, if you watch the movie, you'll see what we're talking about.
What do you have some final thoughts?
I do. Actually, Bailey seems to too. I don't know why he's sitting up. This had a decent start, but really fell short.
And I said, if you enjoy raunchy teen comedies and zombies, you'll love this. And then I also said, like a P.S. Also, don't listen to loud music in your room with a rope around your neck, or your mom might accidentally kill you and then resurrect you into a zombie.
It happens all the time.
And then if you had to purchase this again, out of 5 or below, what would you pay?
I ended up at just a flat $1.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's an okay dollar bin kind of thing, and that's probably where I got this. I think I probably got that at like Walmart or something. It seems like one of those Walmart movie kind of things, and yeah, I probably paid $5 for the whole thing.
It was all right, you know, to kind of take a trip back in time and kind of see what people were doing with zombie films at the point, but in time. But
yeah, it is interesting to see how society has like changed over the years, but also like. I thought that like the early 2000s were like a little better than that. Just
nothing stayed the same.
Very sus on some of the things that they chose.
But there were some pretty decent songs in it. I mean, they even had a Snow Patrol song. So
they did have a Snow Patrol song. All right. Well, what are we watching next week? Or no. Sorry. If they don't want to watch this movie, what should you recommend?
I really debated this because there's several like romantic zombie movies that are out there that I really like that I wanted to recommend. But I was thinking in terms of the closest thing plot wise. So I was thinking boy turns into zombie or is a zombie and the girl is not. And they're trying to make this work and figure out how to either get him back or, figure out how to make it work with a mismatched couple. So I went with 2013's Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
Which maybe is a little too obvious, but the other two that I had weren't quite as close of a comparison.
I'd say that's a good option.
And it's on the shelf and one that we've talked about on several occasions.
All right. We are not done with this.
We got one more.
We have Tamara.
Still got to watch Tamara.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So not blowing it up.
And then
what are we watching next week?
Next week, we are watching part 3.
Part 3 of the 4-film Shark Collection.
From 2002.
Yep. So part 3 is Shark Attack 3 Megalodon?
Yep.
Okay. 2 researchers find a gargantuan shark's tooth off of the Mexican coast. Soon they realize that it's not from an ancient fossil, but from a living prehistoric terror.
Which I started taking my notes for this, and I'm excited about some aspects of this. We'll get to it, but let's just say the first 2 were far, far, far underwhelming. Although the very first film, you will see the clip from it at the outro. So when you watch the outro to this episode, you'll see the clip of Casper Van Dien talking to Ernie Hudson. That's from part 1. We are now on to part 3, which I don't think has, well, we'll get to that next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's in it. Okay.
I know. And I'm excited about one of them.
Oh, good. Is it Tiffany again?
No, this isn't a sci-fi.
Oh, it's not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But no pop stars in this one.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for our show today. Thank you very much for watching. And until next week,
keep it cheap and creepy.
Bye.
Doesn't mean you should go chasing the dead.
It may be your robot, but it's my house.
I want to get a close look at these sharks.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, I'll be careful.